Hey YouTube, this video gonna be about fuel additives and what I use in my truck to try to save fuel, get more fuel mileage, and also lubricate the top heads of my engine. So, I mean, they got different name brands, but the main stuff that I use for my truck is called Lucas. And you can buy either this size, which this is like $16, or you can buy a bigger size which lasts multiple uses, which is like $30 to $40. But I always keep an empty one of these because this make it easier to pour it in your tank versus trying to pour this big thing and you just spilling stuff everywhere. So yep, and I have noticed that Lucas work, because when I started using it, I actually got about 2 to 3 miles more to my tank, like per extra quarter tank. Now you don't want to do this every single fill up. You only do it like every probably 2 to 3 fill ups, because they talk about it kind of overheats the motor. So y'all always want to wear gloves when you're doing this stuff. So let me get my gloves. All right, so we're gonna put it in our tank. Tank is right here. Just pour it in here. See how you just put it right in the hole instead of trying to pour. You see how little this hole is even, is? So that's why I said I keep an empty smaller one, so it's more like a funnel for me to actually put this stuff in there. Yeah, this can be a pain. Even just fueling is a pain, because some of these pumps must have such high pressure fuel that when you put the fuel in the tank and leave it, it ends up popping out of the freaking tank and the fuel gets spilled everywhere. Now, my tanks, every truck is not the same, but I have my Freightliner Cascadia, so I have 100, I have 2 tanks, and they're both 100 tanks. So this covers 100, 100 gallons. So that means I have to put it in each tank. And I'm gonna read off what it does. It cleans and lubricates fuel injector, fuel pump, valve seats, compression rings, combustion chamber, carburetor, but most new stuff have injectors now. They don't even have carburetors no more. Upper cylinder walls. So all these components are mostly internal components of the engine, except for the injectors. The injectors sit outside on top of the first block. So the injectors are responsible for shooting the diesel fuel into each cylinder so that you can get a combustion to where it's, you're getting power to where it's turning your drivetrain. Without your pistons and everything working right, you either have sluggish power or no power. So all that stuff makes a difference. No death, guys, none of that. Like a lot of times, all these major trucks are supposed to have fuel pumps on each side, because obviously trucks have 2 tanks, so you can't just pull up and have 1 pump, because most of these trucks don't have 1 tank, so we need the fuel on both sides. But up them northern states though, like Massachusetts, Maine, Boston, like a lot of those states though, they do have a lot of those truck stops that only have the 1 side pump. And they have it to where they fuel person or fuel it for you, where they have a longer pump, where they'll pull that 1 fuel line all the way over to the other side. It's weird how they feel up there. You get used to feeling like in the southern and western states, you're like, what? This is different. Alright, y'all, let me get my fuel so I can get going. So that's just my lesson on fuel additives. They got different ones. I think they got one called HOW. Then they got stuff for, since it's becoming wintertime, they got stuff to keep your fuel from freezing up. And it's like a gel you can use. So, but when I do use that, I'll let y'all know. So I'll get back with y'all juices.